Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to your lecture for today. Okay, so we've covered for the past 6 weeks or half semester again. We've covered the rhythm section writing, the transcriptions that everyone has submitted. Okay, okay. For your information, next week I think will be your semester break again until the first week of December. Okay. So next week I want everyone to apa ni to submit your assignments, okay? All the transcription assignments by next week. Remember that it carries 20 marks, yeah? Okay. Whomever's assignment this week, I will have a look at it. I will give comments in your email. You update, make the corrections, whichever correction that is necessary. Lepas tu hantar balik to my email, and then I'll give marks lah. Okay. Now, today I just want to talk about what we are going to go through after you come back from your semester break. We will proceed with orchestration proper. Now, rhythm section writing pun is kind of an it is orchestration in a sense, just not orchestral instruments. They are rhythm section writing. Okay. So we've done you should know by now how to write for drums, piano, and bass, these three instruments. Okay, additional instruments like guitar and keyboard too, you can learn as we go along. All right. Okay, so when you did your transcription, when we did the rhythm section writing, okay, these are the important things that we actually covered. Apart from learning how to write for them, these are the important things that we covered. Yeah. We covered three basic elements first, okay, which is the melody, okay, the harmony, and the bass, okay. I think there's four elements here. There's also the percussions where the drum beat comes in. Okay, so yang pentingnya, okay, bila kita belajar orchestration nanti, when we go to orchestration, kita akan belajar pasal instruments in the orchestra, okay. We are going to cover string section, winds, brass, and percussions. Okay. Now, how is it? Macam mana kita relate dengan rhythm section writing tu? Okay. So tadi tu we talk about melody, we talk about harmony, we talk about bass, yeah, we talk about percussions. When we talk about orchestration, basically nanti macam mana kita nak gunakan alat-alat dalam orkestra tu, how we use the orchestral instruments to as a melody, or as harmony, as playing chords, ataupun as bass instruments, or as percussions. Okay, basically orchestration is about that. Apart from knowing the instruments itself, okay, so every group nanti macam string section, knowing the instruments in the string section, yeah, knowing about the violins, knowing about the viola, okay, how to write for cello, how to write for double bass, okay. These instruments, they can play the melody, okay, they can play harmony. Of course, the double bass, they play the bass, okay, they play counter melodies as well. Every group, okay, dalam winds pun nanti, when we talk about the flute, the oboe, the clarinets, and the bassoons, these are the four main instruments. Kalau dalam winds, flute, oboe, clarinet, and bassoon. Pun sama juga, diorang boleh main melody, diorang boleh main harmony, diorang boleh main counter melodies. Of course, you have the bassoons who plays the bass. Okay, sama juga dengan brass. Okay, trumpets. Let me see. You're gonna cover trumpets, trombones, French horns, and tubas. Okay, and then the percussion instruments. Okay, so all of these instruments, they all can play the melody, they all can play the harmony, they can play the counter melodies, they can play the bass. Obviously, the bass instruments will cover the bass lah, macam tuba main bass, double bass main bass, okay. Bassoon pun plays the bass, cello also play the bass, can also play the melody, double bass pun boleh main melody. We're just basically talking about those things, okay. What you have to do is to apply when you do an orchestration. All of you nanti akan buat satu assignment, orchestration assignment, yeah. So from week 8 when you come in, I think week 8 or week 7 when you come back for your class, I will give you, akan bagi lagu terus, Okay, and then kita akan develop. Start daripada string, nanti pecahkan kepada start daripada strings, masukkan winds, masukkan brass, masukkan percussions. And at the end of the semester, you will send your full orchestration. Kita akan buat symphonic writing. Yeah, and so all of you nak kena tahu macam mana nak place the melody. Siapa nak mainkan melody, siapa yang mainkan harmony. Okay, siapa mainkan chord, siapa mainkan counter melody, siapa mainkan bass. This is the main purpose of studying orchestration. It's about coloring the orchestra dengan various instruments, various range of instruments, various what we call timbre of instruments. Ya, macam mana kita mix violin dengan winds, bunyi dia macam mana, winds dengan brass, bunyi dia macam mana, brass dengan strings, bunyi dia macam mana, high strings, high winds, high brass, high winds, high strings, high brass, low strings, low brass, all those kinds of combination. Okay, so all of you, I advise you all to start listening to a lot of orchestral works. Okay, jangan dengar yang berat-berat. You know, don't listen to the heavy stuff. How I'm going to teach you is that I will give you my orchestration. Okay, it's not the best reference at all, but at least it gives you an idea of how I write. Okay, because what I write is more on pop music. Okay, and my orchestration is really not the fantastic ones like all the famous top composers and arrangers. No, it's very, very simple, and if you can learn from those ideas, it's a good start. Okay, before you go to something more serious, something more advanced. Okay, it takes time, but I need you to put in the work, I need you to put in the effort. Okay, and really for some of you yang masih lagi lemah dalam even understanding how the harmonies work, you really have to work hard, because remember, you have 7 songs to complete. Okay, and these are what I've taught you for the past 6 weeks are basically fundamental. Yeah, from arranging sampai the first 6 weeks of our orchestration, it's very fundamental. Yeah, and you must be able to get it right. Okay, siapa main melody, these are the important things. Yeah, melody, harmony, bass. Okay, counter melodies. Okay, percussions tu additional. Okay, but if you don't know how to line up your melodies against your chords, basic itu yang paling basic. Melodies dengan chords itu paling basic. Kalau tak boleh nak samakan, tak boleh nak align dua ni, it's going to be a problem. Okay, so I hope for those of you yang masih lemah, okay, you really have to buck up, you really have to work harder. Okay, for those of you yang dah semakin memahami, okay, this is the time for you to explore. Okay, I want you to explore. How do you explore? Explore by listening. Explore by referring to books. There are many books out there about orchestration, but for me, I only use one reference, which is Samuel Adler. Nanti I will share it in class. I have the PDF, but only use it for your own personal use, yeah, because it's a PDF version, so it's not legal. Yeah. So it's Samuel Adler. It's called, I think it's Orchestral Techniques or just Orchestration by Samuel Adler. You have the book in the library at UITM as well. But tak apa, nanti I will share it with you. Okay. The book is very thick. I think it's about probably nearly 1,000 pages, maybe. But you're not going to study everything in there for now. Okay, I still use it as a reference whenever I'm not sure of certain instruments. Bila saya tak pasti dengan instrumen-instrumen yang saya tak pernah pakai atau saya tak biasa pakai, then I will refer to the book. Okay, so it's good that you have a copy of it. Okay, nanti masa dalam kelas pun, you can use it as a reference when you do your orchestration. Mesti ada benda yang korang tak sure, yang korang tak pasti, you can always refer to the book. Okay, of course you have references like YouTube as well. There are so many things in YouTube, so many references, so many videos in YouTube that will demonstrate to you how orchestration works, or how to write for French horn, how to write for bassoon, how to write for harp. Okay, sampai sekarang pun harp writing for me is quite challenging, because it has special techniques yang kalau kita tak faham, kalau kita just main redah aja bila kita tulis for harp, then it's not going to work. It's not playable. Okay, so going to the instruments in the orchestra. Okay, I told you just now, string section, winds, brass, and then percussions. Each and every one of these instruments, okay, ada character. Okay, character meaning there are some things it can do, there are some things that it cannot do. There are some things that is suitable for the instrument, there are some things that are not suitable. Every instrument ada limitation. Okay, instrumen yang bergesek, bertali, bergesek, like the string section, okay, they are the most versatile instrument in the orchestra, because you know you are playing it using your hand, as using your right hand as the bow and your left hand, and that's why it's the biggest number in the orchestra. It's the most versatile. It can literally do nearly everything, okay, that you write, they can do. Okay, of course there are exceptions to it. How many people in the group, okay, berapa orang dalam string section tu dan sebagainya, as compared to the woodwinds or the brass. Okay, woodwinds, you know, you have the oboe, for example. The oboe is a double reed instrument versus the clarinet, which is a single reed instrument. What is the difference? Okay, the technique of playing, the embouchure, how you hold, how the player holds the reed in their mouth. Okay, so ada limitation ke? Okay, brass pun sama. Brass pakai mouthpiece. Okay, so you know, bayangkan tuba. Can the tuba play passages that is played by the oboe? I'm giving you an extreme example. If you write a passage for the oboe, can that passage be played by the tuba? Probably not. Just looking at the size of the instrument pun, you know that there should be limitation. There are limitations. Okay, why are there limitations when it comes to brass or winds? Because it's a blowing instrument. Yeah, it's an aerophone. Dia kita gunakan alat tiupan. Bila alat tiupan tu, it depends on the player. Okay, player tu mesti ada stamina. So you know, even the best players pun dia mesti ada limitation in stamina. Okay, because you use a lot of air, right? So these are the things when we consider as an orchestrator, when we are an arranger. These are the things that we consider when we write for them. Okay, of course, each and every instrument tu ada range. Okay, what is the lowest note of each instrument? What is the highest note of each instrument? Now, dah tahu dah ada lowest note, dah ada highest note. Each instrument ni pula ada optimal range. Maksudnya range yang paling cantik yang digunakan, yang kita boleh pakai untuk instrumen tu. The best sounding area of the instrument. It doesn't mean that if the instrument can play as low as this or as high as this. It doesn't mean that if you play it at that lowest range, it sounds nice, or you play it too high, it sounds nice. It sounds nice somewhere in the middle. Yeah, macam oboe, if you play it in this range, in the middle range, it might not sound as good as compared to a higher range, for example. Okay, if you play the cello, soloing the cello on the lower bass, maybe not nice, but the cello, if you play it on the tenor punya range, it sounds nice melodically. Okay, and how do you mix violin dengan winds, violins dengan flutes, for example? Which range is the best range? Okay, these are the things that we hopefully that we can cover in orchestration. But kalau tak sempat nak cover pun, it's all about you taking the effort to listen. Okay, bila dengar lagu, bila dengar music orchestra tu, bukan sekadar dengar sahaja, but listen to analyze as well. Okay, things, for example, when you listen to orchestras, pick a section that you want to listen to. Okay, for example, as simple as, okay, for this song aku nak dengar what the violin does. So for your whole listening of that orchestra, if you have a master score, even better. That's why I give you an example of my score, so that when you listen, you can look at the score and see what's happening. Okay, so you know, you listen to the strings, for example. Okay, dengar apa yang violins tu buat, dengar apa cellos buat. Okay, are they playing all the time? Kalau if they are not playing, okay, if they are not playing the melody, what are they doing? Are they resting? Are they playing chords? Are they playing something else? Okay, dengar double bass. Is the double bass playing all the time? when the double bass is playing, is it covered by the tubas? Is it covered by the bass trombone? What is the bassoon doing? These are the things that bila kita nak belajar orchestration tu, these are the things that we listen to. Okay, dengar. Okay, bila violins main melody, siapa main counter? Okay, winds ke ada. Okay, bila dah winds counter, siapa main chords? Is anybody playing the chords or there are no chords? Kenapa tak ada chords? Can you imply the chords? Who's playing the chords? Why are there no chords? These are the things that you ask yourself, and that's the best way to learn actually. Bukan just me telling you or you attending lectures. The best way to learn is reference itself. Dengar music tu. Okay, because there is no right or wrong. There is no, effective or not effective way. It's about creativity. Okay. There is no right or wrong answer when it comes to orchestration. There is just, that sounds nicer or that sounds nicer or that doesn't work. Okay. It's not wrong, but it doesn't work. Macam tak sesuai. That's the thing that you have to take advantage of in this class. You can do anything, okay, but yang experimentation to that makes it exciting. Again, it has to come from you. The creativity comes from you. Okay, this is the chance for you to develop your creativity, okay, before you go out there in the professional world. Okay, so I hope everyone will do their part. Okay, I will certainly help you out, but again, the bulk of the work has to come from you. Okay, I will share with you as much as possible. Yeah, and I can help you out as much as I can. Okay, dengan the limitations that we have now, we can't see each other physically. I cannot see your work. I cannot, be there beside you to guide you individually. Tak boleh. But we do our best in this situation to make things, to make things work for everyone. Okay, so I hope that everyone will have a good rest during their semester break. You still have work to do, and let's just do our best. And I'll see you guys when you come back after your semester break. So thank you everyone, take care and stay safe.